Wait. It should be up and running on YouTube. So you guys want to check that out? Hi all. Does it work, this dividend stuff? That's a good question. You have to ask people in the comments, because I've been doing it for years. It works fine by me. Got my boys from PR today. Okay, that's cool. Did you change providers? No. Got my divs from PR today. That's cool. No, I shut everything down, rebooted, and then it all seems to be working fine. Had a good outcome with Kohl's. Way to go, Al. Okay, we got one more phone to go. This is for Facebook. Let me get my pad of paper so we can figure out what we're looking at today. Okay. All right, we got 6 that we looked at this morning that looked good, so we're going to be checking those things out this evening. Right? You have to excuse me in my bathrobe. Didn't have a very good day today. I had OPS today. How many people know what OPS is? Account 1 fortunately sold 27 for KSS, and my price was 28.77. Ooh, I don't know. I'd have to see all the numbers, and I have to see what you got for your premium and all that kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Okay. Back, come on. The assigned BBY. What happened there, Mike? Let's take a look at that, and we'll see what happened. BBY. Ooh, nice jump up for BBY today. What are you doing? I am actually getting the Facebook one up and running. That's what I'm doing. What's on my mind? Now, what do I think about QYLD? QYLD is an ETF. Basically, I go into the ETFs and I extract all the stocks that are in them, and I put those into the program that I'm working on. Something went wrong. I'm not very happy with these. AGNC. I like AGNC. Let's take a look at that one today. All right. Facebook is up and running. Facebook one can't start live video. Okay, fine. Why can't I? All right. So, AGNC. What else are we going to look at today? Kohl's we're going to look at. All right. Al, you paid $27.20, and the premium this week wasn't enough, so I bet on a bounce. All right. You know, ultimately, it always comes down to what works for you. You know what I mean? Because the numbers are what they are. You can interpret them the way you want to interpret them. Okay, but what you actually do ultimately is basically going to be, you know, a decision you guys have to make on your own. Hey, did somebody check on the YouTube, the screen? Is it up on YouTube? I'm pretty sure I fixed it this morning. All right, okay, brilliant. I had a situation where my premium was only a nickel, and I took it, but what happened there, Go Sox? It is up, yeah. All right, cool beans. All right, so let's get started. First one we want to look at today is going to be CAH. I see you live on YouTube. Good, got that one working. You know, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer when it comes to technical stuff, but I do get things done eventually. All right, just to let you guys know, I'm not going to do a full 2.5 hours tonight. Probably just an hour or so. Buy high, sell low. Works every time. Perfect way to become a millionaire. You start with $1 billion and you work your way down to $1 million. Why dividends when HSBC pays 5% with no risk? Well, they pay 5% now. Is that per year? Is that per month? Is that per week? Because we look for 1% per week. 1% per week comes to 50% per year. And I'm pretty sure HYSA doesn't pay 50% per year. You're laughing your ass off. Good for you. I regret taking the nickel now because if I lose them at 27, I'm down 179. Well, we'll take a look at that one. So let's take a gander. Whoa, what stock pays 1% per week? That's insane. Okay, see, you're new here. You're not paying attention, and you're blurting out stuff where you don't have enough information. You're new. That's perfectly acceptable. We invest in dividend stocks, specifically those that have increased for more than 20 years consecutively. We jump in, grab a premium via a covered call. Now, if you sit and chill for a little bit, we'll watch what we do and see if it makes sense. If it makes sense, great. Welcome to the show. If not, hey, more power to you. Whatever you feel like doing. All right, so first one we're going to look at is BBY. Okay, now who jumped into BBY and actually got called away? Someone said that earlier today. I forget who it was. Go so. Yes, that's why I let it ride with no premium. Just let limit order, blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay, so you're selling covered calls on your non-growth dividend stocks. Yeah, well, non-growth dividend stocks have historical performance behind them. 20 years or more of increased dividends. And if they're giving me 1% per week, that comes over 50% per year, less than 10 minutes a day. Less than 10 minutes a day, I can make 1% on my account. Perfectly happy with that. All right, Mike, we're going to take a look at BBY. You have to fill me in with some of the details so I have some kind of a clue what we're talking about. All right, it was very close when doing. Okay. Some of these conversations got nothing to do with me, so I'll just not pay attention to them. BBY had its dividend yesterday. So, Mike, when did it get called away? Because if it got called away yesterday, you might not get the dividend. But if it got called away today, you would get the dividend. I was very close with them. Okay, whatever. All right, because the dividend was yesterday. Today's Thursday. Okay, so today is got called away yesterday. Sorry, Mike, somebody else is enjoying those dividends, buddy. Okay, on or before the EX date. Okay, so Mike, what did you buy it at? Number one. What did the premium did you sell? Seth, my man, did you add your dividends into your calculations? You're doing better than your report. Yeah, probably. But I want to be a little on the conservative side, Seth. A little bit on the conservative side. You made 1%. Oh, there you go, Mike. You made your goal. You're out. Now you're back into cash, and you can buy something tomorrow. Okay, take advantage of that extra day for next week's picks. Okay, so next week's picks for me are going to be on Monday. If you do a pick tomorrow, you get 6 days, 6 days of premiums, where I only get 5. Okay, well, Mike, you're doing good. Yay, Mike. Hey, Mike. The wife says yay to Mike. All right, so BBY already paid out their dividend. Last 30 days. Ooh, look at that. 30 days ago, we were at the 30-day bottom at 72.88. Okay, look at that run of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days to the high. 7 days to the high, it's 86.11. Perfect opportunity to take some dividends. What would be better, to roll my KSS so it's just one trade as far as the commission is concerned? Go Sox, we're going to take a look at KSS in a little bit because it's on the list. DE looks like a good dividend. Penny stacks, you're new here, but you're right. John Deere is a great dividend stock. I don't know if they're 100 years old, but I know they're a good dividend stock. instead of buying back the option and reselling the call. Yeah, if that's your plan. If your plan is to keep the stock and roll it into next week, yeah, rolling it is better than buying it back and selling. It's basically the same thing, but you only pay one commission. So you're right about that. All right, so Best Buy, we had the high on the 29th. Beef. Amanda, cool. All right, the 29th was the high. We just dropped down a little bit and just went sideways for the last 3 weeks. Look at this. Get the high here. Nice escalation from the 30-day low up to the 30-day high. Okay, here is where you jump in and take your profits. Because if you don't, market maker will take them from you, right? And then it just goes sideways for the last 3 weeks. Okay, now we're here at 80.44. Okay, so if anybody really wanted to get the 80.44, okay, the bid is 80.44. The ask price is 80.65. So we'll be looking at the 81s. And the 81s, I'm going to say no. It's only 31 cents. No thanks. Oh, wait a minute. That's for tomorrow. No wonder why. Okay, so the 81s for next week are 86 cents. But the dividend already passed. So you'd have to ask yourself a question. If you're going to carry Best Buy into next week, yeah, do the, well, whatever you got it actually. Always have to do the math. All right, all you guys do is tell a story of what happened. Never for sure what will happen. All right, bunk. You know what? There's only one person that I know of that knows what the stock is going to open up tomorrow, and that's the market maker. Other than that, nobody knows. So yeah, it's just a guessing game, and I'm terribly sorry if it doesn't work for you. But it is what it is. Okay? Okay. If I knew what it was doing tomorrow or the next day, yeah, I'd jump into it. But hey, it is what it is. We work with what we got. My name's not Pelosi, so I don't have the inside secrets. All right, so that's Best Buy. If you really like Best Buy and you want to carry it into next week, the 81 is going for 86 cents. Good. So there's your 1%. Okay, that's Best Buy. Good. What we're going to look at next is Cardinal Health. CAH. Cardinal Health has its dividend coming up. CAH. On the 28th. Okay, we're here. Next week is Cardinal Health. And that's paying 51 cents, 50 cents. What was that question? How do you get a margin account? Seth, I would suggest you don't get a margin account until you've done this for a while. But you have to apply for a margin account. And trust me, they have no problem whatsoever giving you a margin account because they hope you lose. Because you have to pay to borrow that money. We love to learn how to trade in options. Well, Jose, that's what we're doing. All right. CAH, Cardinal Health. Wow, look at that. First thing I want to see, what was the high? What's the low? Where was it a year ago? And where is it today? So let's take a gander what that looks like. Okay, a year ago today, we're at the bottom. It's 68.63. Nice escalation to the high of the year, 116.14. Make me some bread, old man. Well, Jack, I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or not. But I tell you one thing, my kids are still in their late 20s, early 30s, and they still don't want to go outside and wrestle with me. Okay? Call me old man if you like. But I could give you their numbers, and they can you can give them a call. Say, hey, you want to go out and wrestle with your old man? They'll probably say, oh, hell no. All right. Do so. Okay. Time to make the donuts. I just made the donuts. Who remembers that commercial? Time to make the donuts. All right. So 90 days ago, 3 months ago, we opened up at 102.34. Your typical up, typical down, your typical up, typical down. Okay, here we go. Coming into the last 30 days. Okay, 30 days ago was the 30-day bottom. Okay, I love 30-day bottoms. Okay, you come up, a little bit of pullback, back up. We got our 30-day double top at 116. Okay, 38 double top at 116. Drops back to just, what was that, 108.80, something like that, 108.50. I was close, 108.70. Hey, Jen's here. Hey, Jen, how you doing? That's on Apple tomorrow. Okay, we'll take a look at Apple. AAPL. All right, just to let you guys know now, the wife's in the kitchen cooking dinner. It's a nice big fat steak. We went to the butcher. Actually, went to the butcher. Gets this big huge slab out. He says, "How thick do you want it? 2 fingers, 3 fingers?" I'm like, "Oh, let's go 2." Nice big fat one. So in a little bit, we're going to be having dinner, and you guys will be left to your own until tomorrow afternoon. Love to hike. You're back again. Cool beans. Draft. Nice of you to sign in. Jen, you're going to make the wife feel unhappy if you don't say hi to her. She said hi. Because she's in the other room. All right. All right. So we had a little bit of pullback after that profit taking. Okay. We have a soft bottom here on the 15th, which was last Friday. And that was 108.59. We had 1, 2, 3 days to the upside. What does CAH look like? Oh, that's not charging, right? All right. How rude of me. Tell her I said hi. She says hi, honey.
She's my favorite.
Okay, Jen, don't let this go to your head. Don't you guys take offense. But the wife said Jen's her favorite. Reason being is I was talking to Jen on the phone. When I say drop you a number and I'll give you a call. I called Jen. We had a nice conversation. And she's your favorite. See, she likes you better than she likes me.
She's a smart cookie.
Thanks, pal. ARM. All right, I got ARM on the list. Let's see if we can go through these really quick because she's cooking, and as soon as my steak is done, I'm going to cut out. Sorry, guys. I've been doing this every single night since January, 2.5, 3 hours a night. I think he cut me some slack. All right, so we'll be back here all weekend long. There's not much you can do for tomorrow. All right, so CAH. Bid 111.41 by 113.17. So if I want to buy it tomorrow, 113.17. The 113 is going for 90 cents. No thanks, no thanks, no thanks. The numbers just don't look that good. Okay, so I'm taking CAH off of my list. I'm going to put Paramount on the list. Now, we got to, anybody know about the buy offer from Paramount? PARA. 1186, the 12s. Okay, nice. Okay, I like the numbers for Paramount. All right, a year ago, we're at 2080. IOVA has no dividends. Cool. NVIDIA, no. Simple no to NVIDIA. Take a look at the stock price on NVIDIA. Take a look at their dividends. Worst case scenario, the stock goes down. Look what the dividends you're going to be carrying. Yeah, no thanks. AVB looks like a good dividend. All right, Penny, we're at time limit. I don't think it was a buy offer. I think they were saying it could be a candidate for a buy offer. Okay, that works. Okay, we got a high at 24, and that was back in May. Big drop from 22.90 down to way down to 1650s. Redstone is liking the deal. Yeah. GOF is huge dividends. All right. You're new here. Thank you for that. AVB does not have weekly options. Thanks, Al. Okay, so from May, all right, the high back here in March drops in May, or is that April? Sorry, high in April drops in May, goes sideways, and have our bottom. Well, not the bottom. The bottom's here in March, but she did drop in November. Let's take a look at the last 90 days. 90 days. All right, so 90 days ago, we're at 1343. Okay, and the 90-day top was 1750. From there, you got your typical profit taking back up, And look at that big jump yesterday. Wow, big jump yesterday. What did we? Who was following what I said yesterday? More than likely, is going to be profit taking. Okay, look at it yesterday. Nice movement. She opened up a little bit higher. but then there's a whole bunch of profit taking. Okay, you know what they say? It ain't a profit until you take it. About to lose 1% on Kentucky. Alrighty then. Yes, see, Mike, yes, I did say that. But I have been wrong. Don't ever listen to anything I say. You know, do your own due diligence, because I don't want anyone ever to come back and you said this, you said no. I don't say anything. I give you my opinion. That's just my opinion that it was going to go down. Okay? Only because if I owned it and I seen that big move, I'd jump out. Would you mind checking IOVA? Now, somebody already told me IOVA doesn't have weekly options, so that's a no. Girl Gone Crypto. Hey, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Penny Stacks. How about USB? Trying to find a good one. Okay, we're going to jump on to the next one. Marvel. We looked at some of these. We looked at this morning. Marvel. We looked at this morning. MRVL. Okay. MRVL. Quickly take a look. When is Marvel paying their dividend? MRVL. Oh. Okay, the 11th. Okay, Marvel's paying on the 11th. Now, for those of you new here and don't know why I buy before the EX date, well, I like to jump in. KSS is going well for me. It's going up. I get the dividend, and I am up 4% in 2 weeks. Wow. Fascinating football fan. Way to go. Good for you. Does COF have enough high premiums? All right, Seth, COF is not on the list for a couple more weeks. It is on the list, and I do like COF, and I did make a nice fat premium 2 weeks in a row on COF. However, okay, you're not that new here. You know that we do stocks every 90 days, directly related to when they pay their dividend. So we're looking at Marvel today, this week and next week. Then after that, I won't look at Marvel again for another 90 days. Okay, I get in just before the EX date. I look for that 1% and I jump back out. Don't get me wrong, I like Marvel. I do. But I like it. They give me a 1% and I go on to the next stock. Okay, I'm not here for capital appreciation. I'm not here to make anyone happy. I'm here to make a safe, secure, predictable, inconsistent 1% per week. Okay? Safe, secure, predictable, inconsistent 1% per week. Fascinating football videos. You got 4% in 2 weeks. That's 2% a week. You're welcome. Not that I actually suggested that. Remember that. Not that I just showed you the numbers and I show you what I would do. I suggest you do your own due diligence. Look at this baseball fanatic Papa. Way to go, dude. All right. Do I invest in option contracts? Yes, I do. Thank you. All right. Well, thank you for that. You know, fascinating football fan. I'd like to see you joining our morning group. Always have room for others. Okay, now that's basically what we do. I'm just here looking for a few people. Is dinner ready?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, the wife says like, comment, and subscribe. Is dinner ready? Yeah, she wasn't feeling good today, so we have a late dinner. So it's going to interrupt your entertainment.
I came home.
Look at GOF. Sorry, rookie. GOF is not on the list. Dickies is on the list, but for next week. Okay, DKS at Dickies. That's for next week. James, you didn't bet on Kentucky, did you? No, I didn't. Because Kentucky's not. I don't even know what Kentucky is, other than the state. All right, so. Oh, the Derby, yeah. So we're looking at Marvel. A year ago, 41.42. What? Oh, well, here you go. The wife needed the phone, so bye-bye to Instagram. All right. I have no idea what you mean by did I bet on Kentucky? I have no idea what that means. You need to clarify. But I'm getting ready to have dinner, so you guys are going to try to make this as quick as possible. What do you think about Soluna? I don't. Sorry, because it's not on the list. Okay, GOF has no options. Thanks for that, Al. Okay, so you guys, some of you guys in the college basketball, no, I don't bet on. I'm not that much of a gambler. You know, I only put my money in sure things. USB is going well too. USB is doing well too. Okay. What list? Oh, King, you're new here. Okay, what list? Well, I have a list of 150 stocks only. Okay, there's 9,500 different stocks in the stock market you can invest in. I only look at 150. Why? Because they have 20 years of increased dividends consecutively every year, year after year after year after year, increasing their dividends consistently. That doesn't mean it's $2 this year, $2 next year, $2 year. No, it's increased year after year. AWK, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Doesn't meet the criteria. Thank you. Thank you. Al, you're doing an awesome job vetting all this stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at Marvel before we get distracted. Where do I get that list? Well, Last King, you can join the group in the mornings where we invest. All right, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're online between 9:15 and 10 o'clock. Okay, now we specifically look for dividend stocks that meet the criteria. Okay, 20 years or more of increased dividends and 20 years of increased dividends and weekly options. Okay, worst case scenario is that the stock is going to continue to increase their dividends year after year after year. Now, Soluna is not on my list. Reason being is it doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends. Okay, so I don't look at it. Thanks for that, Al. Makes it so much easier for me. Okay, so Marvel. All right, the low of the year for Marvel was 36.90. She jumps up, goes sideways for a little bit, dips again in late October. Okay, from there, let's take a look at the 90 days, and that was right here. 90 days ago, 55.41. The 90-day bottom, 50.50. Nice move up, went sideways for a bit. Now here we have the 90-day high, which was 85.76. Okay, 85.76 is the 90-day high. Okay, right here. So let's go into the last 30 days. All right, 30 days ago today, we opened up at 64.50. Okay, we had a bottom of 63.86 30 days ago. You can make your own list, cross-reference. Thanks, Al. All right, so 30 days ago, we opened up at 64.50. I thought you only buy on Mondays, any trade midweek. Once in a while, okay, once in a while, my stock will go up to a point where I get a little bit of extra money in and some of the dividends I collect, because I have no control of when the dividends come in. Okay, when they come in, or I get an extra premium or something like that, and I have money sitting around, I'll buy something midweek. But for the most part, 98% of all my money is invested at all times. Reason being is anytime I need anything, I just quickly sell something, transfer it over to my debit card, and then I can pay for whatever I need. Other than that, I ain't leaving my money in the bank. Have a good night, Jen. Everyone, enjoy your meal with your wife, James. Jen, I'm going to. She went to go check the laundry. After she's back, we're going to sit down and have a nice dinner. So I'm going to see how many of these I can go through before she gets back. All right, so with the 30-day high, 85.76. From there, look at the drop. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days to the downside and 3 up days. Okay, great. We're not done yet. Okay, we're not done yet. She hasn't got the table set. I'm a last minute guy. When she's sitting down, has her fork in her hand, say, I'm ready, then I'll turn everything off and go that way. Until then, okay, you guys have been married long enough, I say, I'm ready to go. No, when you have your keys in your hand, pocketbook in hand, with your hand on the doorknob, then I'll start getting ready. Okay? It takes me 2 or 3 minutes. Just drop everything, just go in the other room. I'm good to go. Okay, F numbers works, but just has a little bump. Okay. What about SoundHound? King? No. Okay, King, I really do appreciate your interaction. I really do. However, 20 years, it's 2 decades, 20 years of increased dividends. It's easy to find out what the increased dividends are. Come over here. Go to Yahoo Finance. Okay. Come over to Yahoo Finance. Now I need the ticker symbol. I'm going to put ticker symbol for something I know. Okay, everybody knows this one. Give it a minute to upload. Okay, here we go. Now, once you get to Yahoo Finance, come over here to the left-hand side. That's the left-hand side, and look up historical performance. Okay, from historical data, sorry. Okay, once you get to historical data, you come over to here, it says historical prices. Okay, click on historical prices, dividends only. Okay, then you want to do the date. I want to do the maximum dividends. Okay, so it's going to show me all the dividends this company has paid out. Now this is Microsoft, so I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning. Okay, they first started paying dividends in 2003. Okay, so 2003 it was 8 cents. Then to then it went to 9, 10, 11, 13, 16, 20, 23, 28, 31, 36, 42, 46, 51, 56, 62, 68, 75. Consistently going up. That's the first thing you want to look at. Thoughts on Chainlink and Polka? No and no. Okay, you want to look at 20 years of increased data. It's right here, Yahoo Finance. You can go to Google Finance. You can go to CBOE. You can go to almost any financial website and look at how often has the company increased their dividends consistently, year after year after year. Or, better yet, Dividend Kings, 50 years of increased dividends. Dividend Aristocrats, 25 years of increased dividends. Dividend Champions, 25 years of increased dividends. So on and so forth, over and over again. Pretty simple. Okay, once you figure out that list, then you figure out, whoops, wrong one. Then you put them into the calendar. Calendar will tell you exactly when they pay out their dividend. Okay? This is Warren Buffett's list. All these little green dots are companies that Warren Buffett owns. Okay? American Express, MasterCard, Bristol-Myers Squibb, Verizon, Gold Life, USB, Mondelez, AbbVie, Procter & Gamble, Bank Mellon, Siri, Wells Fargo. I mean, yeah, I've heard about most of those. Those are Warren Buffett owns those. And if it's good enough for a Warren boy, it's good enough for me. So I look at when they pay their dividend. From there, I want to take a look at the 1-year chart. Then I want to take a look at the 90-day chart, then the 30-day chart, and then look at the seasonality. Why? I want to see how the stock is moving throughout the year. Where are the buying? Where's the selling? What is the momentum? More importantly, what is the current trend? Now, the trend is basically which direction it's moving. It's either going up or it's going down. Okay? Stocks only move 3 different directions: up, down, or sideways. Okay? I just like to know where. And I like to be able to predict what it's going to do in the next 4 to 5 days. Do you drink a lot? I'm drinking apple cider, dude. And no, I don't drink a lot. I'll buy a case of beer and it'll last me 2 or 3 months. But it's an interesting question there, Phil. Simple, you're simple. Ah, lovely. I like it when people are turds. Okay? Everyone say bye to Mr. Phil. It's always one person who has to pee on everyone else's parade. You got your opinion, fine. You keep your opinion to yourself. If you don't have, mother always said, you have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Because the people will understand exactly who you are by the words you say. And what you're commenting on, you're not a very nice person. So I don't want to deal with you. Okay, so Marvel. Let's take a look at what the numbers look like at Marvel. Right now it's 66.59. That was the last trade. So the bid is 66.67. The ask is 67. And take a look at that. The 67. Okay, your 30-day high here. Your 30-day bottom right here. 2 days to the upside. Because even though today was a down day, it was still higher than yesterday and Friday. So does that constitute going to the upside? More or less, yes. Now, at 66.59, I can buy the 67s, sell it to someone else at 128. Okay, 128, that's almost 2%. Okay, you wanted to know how to make 1% a year? I mean, 1% a week? Marvel's offering almost 2%. Okay? But, do your own due diligence. Okay, rule number 1. Rule number one, never buy anything you do not want to hold for a long period of time. If you like Marvel, if the numbers make sense to you, if it's something you're okay with, you make the decision. I don't tell anyone what to do. I just show the numbers. I just show you what I'm doing. And I do. I actually show you what I do. Okay, now I have 5 different accounts. I share 2 of them with you guys. Okay, I don't hide anything. Everything of mine is right here. Okay, the 10-minute trader. You go there and you come to all my trades right here. Okay, week 1, week 2, week 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're actually in week number 12 at the moment. No, we're actually in, week number 12. Okay, this is last week right here. Week number 11. Week number 12 right here. Okay, for those you naysayers, I don't make 1% every week. Okay? This week I only made 0.9. 0.9, I hope you feel sorry for me. Stark Signals. Cool, how you doing? DVN. Ken, DVN, I'll put it on the list, but I'm not going to get to it. I'll look at it tomorrow. Only because I'm having a late dinner and the wife is cooking. As soon as it's done, I'm out of here. Sorry, I've been here every single night since January. ARR is a definite no. Sorry. All right, so that's a 10-minute trader. Okay, for those of you that want to join our live trading in the mornings, right there. So let's go back to what we were looking at. We were just looking at Marvel. Okay, so Marvel is circled and it is on the list for Monday. Okay, now we're going to go jump over to Kohl's. ASS. Okay, Kohl's. Now, Kohl's had another interesting day. Holy cow. And I actually do have some Kohl's. I won't have it next week, I'll tell you that much. Because I'm going to get to that in a minute. I'll tell you why I'm not going to have it next week. All right, a year ago today, 23.36. Okay, she dropped down to 17.86 before jumping up to the high of the year at 29.83, and that was back in the beginning of August. Okay, from there, she drops down to the bottom of the year at 17.65, the middle of October. So let's look at the last 90 days. 90 days ago was the 90-day bottom, and that was 21.45. All right, then she jumps up, gets a double high at 29.47. Okay, so the last 30 days, let's look at 30 days ago. Here we go. 30 days ago, okay, we were at 27.78. Okay, it took about a week and a half to get to the high of the 30-day period. Okay, 30 days ago, the high of the 30-day period went sideways, up a little bit, down, but spiked on the 4th. Okay, then she dropped 1 week, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to get to Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday is the bottom of the 30-day period. Okay, that was just 2 days ago. And that was 24.22. Okay, so now she's at 27.50. Now, I'm into, holy cow. Let me do this. Kohl's. All right, so here's my trades right here. Kohl's, 27. I first bought it at 28.83. That was on the 4th. Then I doubled down, our dollar cost average down, 27.12. So now my average cost is 27.97. And I sold the 26s. Okay? And I sold down 15 cents. But I'm still in the positive because I've had Kohl's for a while. I collected a dividend and a bunch of premiums. Why is ARR bad? All right, hold on a second. So, needless to say, the reason why I'm not going to be into Kohl's next week is this right here. She goes from a 30-day bottom, okay, from 24 all the way up to here. 1, 2, 3. And those are fat days. Those aren't your average little days. Look at all the average days. Small movements. Look at Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Okay, she even gapped up today. Okay, there's going to be profit taken. okay? Because it ain't a profit until you take it. Okay, so why is ARR bad? All right, well, ARR. It's a monthly. That's it. Need I say any more? What's the difference between a monthly and a weekly? Weekly, you get 52 weeks in the year. Monthly, you get 12. So if I'm making 1% per week, that's close to 50% per year or more. If I'm doing monthly, they average around 2 to 3%. 2% on a monthly, it's only 24% per year. So you decide 24% or 50%. Okay, now don't get me wrong. It's nothing against the company at all. Nothing at all. It might be good for a different trading strategy. This is the only trading strategy I teach here. Now, this trading strategy was designed for my 12-year-old daughter. Had to be simple, had to be safe, predictable, consistent, and no way she could possibly lose. So that 5 criteria came up with this strategy. Okay, a dividend stock that has over 20 years of increased dividends and has weekly options. Pretty simple. Okay, she was 9 years old. Simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way to lose. All right? Cool. So ARR may be good, but in a different trading strategy, not this one in particular. Now, I have 5 different accounts. I share 2 of them with you guys with this strategy. One's all cash, one's margin. Just to give you an idea what the difference between the other 2 are. Now, I do have a whole bunch of different trading strategies I do, but not here. I'm nice, but I'm not that nice. Okay? So Kohl's, like I said, I like it. The numbers look good. However, I see profit taking on the horizon because of these last 3 days. The 30-day bottom, big up day, gap up, and big up day. Okay? It's not a profit till you take it, and that right there, to me, screams profit taking. It does. So I'm not going to do it. All right, we're going to go WBA, because I still have some WBA, and I like WBA, which is Walgreens. WBA. All right, a year ago, Walgreens was at 33.42. We had a high at 36.62. Okay, and that was back in the middle of April of last year. From there, she stair-steps her way down to the bottom, which was in December. So let's take a look at December's bottom. That was 1972. Okay, so the last 90 days, right there. 90 days ago, we were at 2086. A couple of days later, we got the bottom, 1970. Double top in the end of December, beginning of January, 2702. And then she just keeps on going down. Okay, from the top of December, end of December, beginning of January, just keeps on going down. Okay, look where we are now here. Let's take a look at that. Last 30 days. All right, 30 days ago, we opened up at 2170. 2 days later, we have the top at 2193. Okay, that was on the 23rd of January. Okay, not a huge mover. Okay, a little bit down, up, down, up, down, up, and then back down again. And we have this bottom. I'm going to call it a soft bottom. Well, our 30-day bottom was on the 5th. Okay, and that was 2042. Okay, went to the upside. Okay, 30-day top here, 30-day bottom, escalated up to here, pulled back, went sideways. Now we're here. Okay, so what does Walgreens look like? What does the Walgreens usually do this time of year? For that, we use the seasonality chart. Basically, go sideways. Okay, blue is this year, the movement for this year. The red represents movement for the last 10 years on average. PAA, we're not going to look at that today. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. All right, Corey, sorry about that. I'm kind of pressed for time because the wife's making dinner. Now I'm going to go join her. Oh, it's all done. All right. Let's take a look at the numbers for WBA. It's sitting at 2080. Okay, so the 21s are going, ooh, look at that. Now, if you like Walgreens, now I have Walgreens, okay? Okay, I do have Walgreens. Look at the numbers. The last trade, 2080. The bid, 2084. The ask, 2085. Here's a little clue for you guys that are new here, okay? when the bid and the ask are higher than the last traded price, the market maker is going to push it up. Okay, that's just a little bit of experience from 20 years of trading. The last trade at 4 o'clock this afternoon was $20.80. Oh, you got it today? Way to go, Michael. Good for you. 2084, 2085. What is the 21's going for? 76 cents. And what is 76 cents? I know it doesn't sound like a lot. You know, I'm sure some of you people here want, big numbers to really impressive. Okay, so let's actually say what 76 cents is. 76 cents, okay? It's not a lot, but we're going to divide it by the purchase price to find out what our profit is going to be. Okay, the purchase price is $20.85. Okay, $20.85 right here. Bid, the ask. That's what you're going to pay for it. Okay, and right now at $21.85, the closest strike price is the 21. And the 21 is selling for 76 cents. So what is that? That, my friends, is 3.6%. 3.6%. That's not it. Here's the kicker. The kicker is if she goes above 21 and stays there by next Friday, you get an additional 15 cents, which would be the difference between the purchase price and the 21 strike price. If it doesn't hit 21, you keep Walgreens and you go into the next week and you do the exact same thing over and over and over again. As long as you get that safe, secure, predictable, consistent 1% per week. All right, guys, the wife made a nice big fat steak for me, and I've been doing this 2.5 hours since January, and I'm going to continue right up to the end of the month. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to bow out early and enjoy and spend some time with the wife with that nice dinner she made for me. Okay, so all that being said, you guys have a great night, and I'll see you again. For those of you, I'll see you in the morning. Tomorrow, 3:30. That's when we're doing all our trades. We do all our trades at 3:30 in the afternoon on Friday.